Time and time again we hear how in moments of desperation, when all other options seem to have been exhausted, people pray. 8.5 years ago in New York, the Archbishop of Canterbury was one of many people who did exactly that. On September the 11th, 2001, you were very near the Twin Towers when they collapsed. Can you tell me about that experience?
We were gathered for a church meeting about a block away from the Twin Towers. The moment that was most terrifying was when the second tower was hit, and we began to realize what was happening. And we'd seen the second plane go in on the television screen in the room, and then the lights failed. And what I remember then is that we all just took each other's hands and sat there and prayed. And the people asked me to pray with them, but I remember feeling I don't know quite what to say, and the first thing I said was, let's not be afraid to tell God how afraid we are. And then, of course, thinking as we prayed about the people in the towers just a stone's throw away. We found some masks because there was smoke beginning to come into the building, and most of us strapped these on, made our way down to see if we could get out of the building. And there was a creche of children in the basement, and we had to help get them out of the building at the same time, which concentrated the mind a bit, with 30-odd under fours. We got out through the door in the basement, and as we did, the second tower came down. The street was filled with a sort of barrage of dust, ash, and smoke. And we ran with the children, carrying some of the children, down to the next square, the next open space, and dived into a portacabin, which was full of people already. And one of the workmen there, didn't know who we were. He gathered us round together and said, I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a time when we ought to pray. And this workman led us in prayer.
There must have been so many prayers going up to God in that small, contained space.
There must. And the whole city too, I think. The whole city. And I think too of the prayers and the words of love that people uttered on the planes as they went into the towers. So prayer was something that pervaded that morning, that few hours, being on the edge of our own deaths, as we thought we might be, and being right in the neighborhood of other people's deaths, and just being conscious of there being nothing to say except, Lord, have mercy on us all.